What's going on, y'all? This is your boy J Boy Beats. Been a long time since I did a tutorial, so now I'm coming back with my first tutorial on my new beat channel, J Boy Beats Forever. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe because I'm going to be doing more tutorials on stuff that I know how to do, tips, tricks, what whatever you don't know how to do. I'm gonna try to show you. So you may already know how to do it. Maybe this what there's probably little things that you don't know that I know, and hopefully we can learn from each other. So let's get down to the bottom of this. Make sure you open up your FL Studio. Right now I got FL Studio 20. Now if you're trying to collab with just a FL user, there's, how would I say this? The other person that you're trying to collab with may not have all the third party plugins that you're using. So you're really not going to have success sending just the Fruity Loop project file. That's not really going to work. But there is a second way. Let's say if the producer did have all these third party plugins, but they don't have the drums. The drums are savable. All you have to do is go click File up on the top left hand corner, go down to Export, Zip Loop Package File. It's the same way how you export a WAV or MP3 file, you just creating a zip file. You're extracting this whole file, it's compressing this whole file. So that way, when you send this project via email, they're getting the whole project. Like they're getting the drums that you have in this project file. In a way, this is helping the producer getting more instruments and sounds from you too. Now, if you don't want to share your sounds, then I advise you not to do that. But it's kind of a hard thing to do when you're sending samples or wave samples because either way, somebody can chop it and make it a sound. They can create their own sound. So that's another way you can do that. That's if somebody has every third party plugin that you're using. So next thing next. Now, if they don't have the third party plugin, I use this powerful tool, Edison. It's the most powerful tool ever, man. People use it to sample, chop something, revamp something into their mix, reverse, whatever you want to do with Edison is all here. Now, what I'm going to do with Edison is I'm going to record my what I made, pretty much my loop, my sample. Um, so I'm gonna do it by each pattern. Yeah, this is a pain in the ass, but it's better to do it when you have your song in a loop. Don't don't do a full song with somebody that's using a different DAW because it's gonna mess things up for them and you as well. All they can do if somebody's using Pro Tools, all they can really do is chop up a little bit, make sure it's on tempo, and then recreate a song out of it. So just when it comes to other people using other DAWs, um, just just make it short, an 8 bar loop, and then you can use your Edison. So now let's get to Edison here. Um, I put it on loop mode. You don't have to really have it on loop mode. You can click out of it. Um, Make sure here this is on play. If it's probably gonna be on input when you upload it, but make sure it's on play. And if you don't know how to find Edison, it is on your mixer channel. You can put on your master, it really don't matter. Just click right in the mixer channel here, where you add your effects, and then Edison is right in there in alphabetical order. So now next, what you do, you go to your pattern. Oh, before you go to your pattern, make sure you record enable. Click on that. Then you go to your pattern. Make sure you get out of song mode. Right now I'm in song mode. So let's say I just want to record just this pattern here. Just go to pattern. And I'm gonna pull up Edison when I do this so you can see what's going on. Got so much shit up, man. It's crazy. Alright. So I'm just gonna press play. And what that's gonna do is gonna record this right onto here. Just make sure you don't press play on here, because it's not gonna do nothing. Like right now. You have nothing. Alright. Now click play here. And you can stop once it says song jump. That means it's looping. And once your pattern loop, you can stop from there. You don't have to keep going. So now what I do next, guys, is I double click. Oh, before you double click, you gotta stop it. And then that's what you get. So double click your first song jump. It's just gonna highlight that pattern. So now that we got that pattern, you can do one or two things. You can, honestly, you can do this with sampling, but I'm not even gonna get that in depth. But you can click this here, and what that does is send it into the playlist and create pretty much create its own audio clip. So let's see what happens once I do that. Boom. Now you got your audio clip. It even comes up on the playlist here. This is actually the playlist. I'm sorry, pattern list right here. Playlist. So now you can one or two things. Honestly, make sure you do have it on the playlist, because if you're going to send it to another producer to have a different DAW, you want to make sure you track this out. So if y'all don't know how to track out, we will get to that point. So now that we're done, you can also drag this into the pattern, and it will also create an audio clip. So now it's not coming up like the other one. Maybe because this is like a sampler type clip. It's not like an audio clip, which I can't really explain the difference. But now that we got that, guys, you want to make sure you track it out. So you see how these have the individual channel, 2, 4, 3, whatever. Make sure this is in its own channel. And guys, tracking out is the easiest thing. This is what you need to do when you're sending a loop to other producers that have a different DAW. But you don't have to do this to other producers that's using FL Studio. You can actually use the export method, but you gotta make sure you have the sample in there, because if they don't have that third party plugin, it's not gonna load properly. So once you have that sample into the playlist, or you can even have it right into the pattern, it's better to have it in the playlist, because once they play it back, they get the feel of the melody, so they can recreate or make a beat or whatever they got to do. But when it comes to doing collabing with producers with a different DAW, you want to export a wave, and once you go into wave, my my best thing is to find a destination that is suitable for you, that you always go to. Me, I'm a desktop junkie. I like to put my shit in the desktop. So a good example: create a new folder. Make that special for whoever you're gonna send it to. So let's say beat one. That's what we're gonna call it. Now you created your file. You double click in there. You save. You save it. Now the fun part is we're all familiar with this, because now a lot of us like to pretty much get to the fun part and listen to our music all day, every day, you want to split mixer tracks. Now, what this does is each individual file that you put in its own track in the mixer, it has its own individual file. So you will no longer have one whole audio file. You will have separate files of each individual instrument. Damn, I can't talk. So, yeah, man. That's the cool thing about that part. So once you start it, it's going to export and create an audio file in that folder. You're probably not going to see the audio file in my folder because I did not create it, of course. So once you get to that point, now when you want to send this project, this file over, you want to make sure you have a good like a cloud account or something that can hold large files, because 50/50 your file's going to be pretty huge, and Google or whatever you're using, a regular email provider, is not going to be able to handle such a large file. So you're going to need something to really send something big. So once you get to that point, I have WinRare. I don't know if anybody have WinRare. It's a extractor program. You can extract your files. You can compress them. So like a good example, if I want to compress all this shit here and put it all in one, you can add. It's pretty much add to archive. Then you just create a name, put it wherever you need to put it at in its destination by clicking browse. That's really the easiest way. I think I said archive. I said archive like it's fucking chive onion or something. But archive is that's how you say it. Um, yeah, I'm fried, bro. I don't really do tutorials all like that because I'm not like all these other guys that's hippity ready to go, ready to do this. So that's pretty much what you do to beat one, guys. This folder I just created. You add to archive, and what that does is create, which, let's see, I'll show you an example. It should create a compressed format. Click OK, and it did. Now, when you double click into there, it's going to show the beat folder and whatever's in there. This is what the other producer is going to be opening when they get that file. Hopefully, if they got a extractor program. Every producer really should know what this is, especially if you've been one of those type that use to pirate software. I'm guilty, but I don't have that at this moment. So this is legit FL Studio. So um, yeah, man, that's pretty much how you do it. I was trying to make it quick. I felt like I've been on here forever. Um, so yeah, man, if that really helped you guys out, please let me know. I'll make a new one if that was crap. But that's really how you pretty much get around collabing with other producers. And it's the easiest way for me to collab with people through FL Studio and other platforms. You guys have a wonderful day.